Okay, so the winner of The Apprentice was Brandy, and which was very unbelievable. I'm making a quick video about this, but I have to say this was the most surprising moment for Brandy to win The Apprentice. She did have potential to win, but I didn't know Clint was going to get blown out like that, saying, "Clint, you're fired." I think Clint could have made it. I thought Clint would be standing next to Trump at the end. That would be a better celebration. And the surprising part is they didn't even do the show live, like Celebrity Apprentice did, when they say, "Bret Michaels, you're hired." So now I have to say, "Brandy, you're hired." And he hired Donald Trump. I thought he would say, "You're hired," just like he said to Bret Michaels. But, you know, it went off good either way, I have to say. But, yeah, this was a good ending to The Apprentice. Well, not a great ending, but Clint and Brandy, both players did come out very strong. Clint came out very strong. I mean, that's why the loss was so surprising. But Brandy, you know, she said extra stuff at the end. It looked like she sweet-talked Donald Trump. And I personally think Clint should have won. I thought Clint should have won. Like he had everything in the bag. I like his high potential. Like, he was valedictorian. He had the same potential as Brandy did. And if I were to apply for The Apprentice, I wouldn't match up to them because they have a huge history. I could have had that, but shoulda, woulda, coulda. You know, doesn't cut it. But yeah, for the most part, it was excellent. And it was it went off. I mean, this was good ending. It was actually great, unpredictable contenders of The Apprentice. And the reason The Apprentice is better than the Celebrity Apprentice, because for The Apprentice, they had actual workers who had huge professional jobs. And on top of that, those people who have huge professional jobs, they actually could make a huge impact after whatever university they went to. So, and Celebrity Apprentices, they did all this celebrity, you know, modeling, stuff like that, and I don't think it didn't really do as much, but Nicole was a beauty pageant. I mean, she was able to cut in there, but she really lacked potential, and I think she did have the right to be fired. But yeah, for the most part of The Apprentice, I gotta say, it was a great show. I mean, it was actually a nerve-wracking moment because we never knew who was going to be the winner of The Apprentice, really. I was hoping Clint would have pulled out to be The Apprentice, but it turned out I was wrong. Brandy made it. I was hoping Lisa and Clint will go at it, and I thought the show was going to be live, like you're actually going to be front and center, and then Lisa's family was going to be there, but that wasn't the case. So I was hoping Lisa and Clint would make it far, and then Lisa somehow pulls it out, but I was wrong. Brandy was. But Lisa did make it far, because the people who did underestimate Lisa were at home watching The Apprentice. Literally, they were at home watching The Apprentice, and this was just the most beamed out thing there. So, for the people who got fired from individual teams, I mean, 2 people are going to be fired, but luckily enough, the 2 girls were at the finals. Lisa was fired. Then Clint was fired. So, the Celebrity Apprentice is going to be around the corner. So, Maria Kanellis was a good contender. She actually pulled off some surprising moves. I think she really should have lost, but that wasn't the case. But, yeah, Maria Kanellis did have a good run. Bret Michaels did made it far. He was very surprising. He looked like an actual worker. So, that's was the best part, man. Hopefully in the future I may try out for Celebrity Apprentice or The Apprentice. I don't know what's to happen, but we'll see how it goes from here. But I'll be psyched up about it. You have to be at least 21 years old or older to qualify. So, and you have to make sure they qualify and put you in the show. But for the most part, this will be very exciting. But quite frankly, this was a good ending. Brandy holding a golf course, and Clint holding a big dinner event, and the dinner event was great. It looked like they had fun. I mean, The Apprentice was actually quite fun. It looked like they had fun going at it. And then for the winner become Apprentice, this was even very exciting. So, this was just, it was very good. The finale was actually very good. It's just, you know, if Brandy, you know, wants to really put a work at it, make it less you know, make it more of an organized golf course, she would have better potential. But I really thought Clint should have got hired. Like, Clint actually pulled off a great event. He fed people in less than an hour. Like, what the heck was that? He lost. But they didn't really look after that. I really think Clint should have won. Like, he actually could really bring a lot to the table. And Brandy could bring a lot to the table, but she wouldn't bring as much as Clint. Like, she's not in Clint's league. Yeah, she's not in Clint's league. Like, Donald Trump is in Clint. Like, Clint is in Donald Trump's league. Like, if he just brought a lot more personality without the southern accent of y'all, I think he could have made it. But you know, Clint did had a lot of personality. But what other reviews I've been commenting on was Brandy saying, "Oh, she like woke up from her nap." Like, she did sound like she woke up from her nap. I mean, she can sound very boring, and she, you know, I thought she would do something very hugely surprising, but she's very well. But I think she should have lost that project manager because of her content, but I wouldn't really see her getting fired. But it looks like she was very flexible. But about the suit, I think she should have made it look more professional. And David made tons of botches. I think David's team could have won, but for the 3-putt victories Clint, Brandy, and Stu have been having, they look like an interesting alliance, and I really like them. The women were getting on my nerves, and Lisa, Stephanie to get fired, glad she came back. Masha, glad she came back. David should have came back, but he started a business. Hopefully he succeeds, starts booming. Let's see, Lisa, and then Masha is good. Masha and Nicole didn't even come back. Gene just really botched. I thought he was gonna be the apprentice after what I saw him do. He looked like a professional, but the first season was terrible. I thought Gene would make it far, but after seeing Clint, it looked like Clint did have the potential. I really thought Clint would have became the apprentice. Clint, really. Like, I thought he would bring a lot to the table, but that wasn't the case. So, Wade, yeah, I didn't see Wade go that far. I forgot other people who does it. The person who sidelined David, yeah, he got fired. That's why the women won. But yeah, I mean, the men, after the men and women's competition, the men made it far. Yeah, the men did make it pretty far. After getting 2 wins in a row, after losing 2 guys, was a huge recovery. So it looked like they did a lot to trim the fat. Sorry for repeating myself. And then Clint was the one really trimming the fat and putting in the muscle, and then that's why I really thought Clint made it far. And then Brandy working with 2 guys, it really put a lot of muscle into her, and I think that kind of helped her win, because after all the pressure she's been going through, it looked like it really kind of boosted her up a lot. So she was very smooth on the fashion, and G just sucked. Like, it was just terrible. But yeah, I couldn't imagine seeing that. I was just nervous on who's going to be fired for the most part. So congratulations for but yeah, it was the best part. But the finale was very good. I thought Brandy would come out stronger. She really, you know, did well on the golf course. But Clint really brought a lot to the table. Clint should have won. It was just silly that Clint get fired. Could not see Clint getting fired. I could have saw Clint winning. It would have been great. But Clint, I can picture him winning The Apprentice. Man, he was the 2 finalists. I mean, Clint really brought a lot to the table. He's 40 years old. He's a bright young guy. Brandy is bright too. I don't know how old she is, but I know she's the winner. But she's young and beautiful. I mean, I could say I sort of had a crush on her, but not really. But yeah, she was. Well, yeah, but frankly, for Clint becoming the winner, I mean, Clint could have became the winner, but I think that was just the most shocking part. I was a little bit devastated, but I still congratulate Brandy for being the apprentice. But sorry if I'm jumping all over the place. It's just been very exciting to be making a video about this. I mean, The Apprentice, the show was great. More powerful contenders were there towards the end. And Celebrity Apprentice, the 3rd season was way better than the 2nd one. The 2nd one, I could have saw Jesse, Brandy, Roderick make it far, but Ann Duke really brought a lot to the table. But Ann Duke got fired at the end. Ann Duke, you're fired. Joe Rivers is not fired. She won the Celebrity Apprentice. So I'll be excited about the Celebrity Apprentice. It's going to be coming up in the spring. Donald Trump says it's going to be coming up. The Apprentice in the fall. So I'll be tuning into that. And I could see, like, what the Celebrity Apprentice can bring. Hopefully both shows don't get canceled, because it's not really a hated 11 show, but actually that shows quite very well. So I'll be watching into that Red Dog stream. Peace out. Subscribe to me up there. Leave your comments below and rate. Peace out.